It's a pretty day on the farm. My ducks are out. They're always happy when they're out. I wonder what Matt's up to. Let me go see. Let's see here. Going around. What are you doing?
The instructions said to lay out for an hour.
Idiot.
And now for something a little different here on the channel. A product review. Before we get started on any of this, I just want everyone to know that the folks at Lasfit, they haven't paid me a dime. This has nothing to do with anything other than one of their guys saw a couple of our videos and thought they were neat and asked me if I would do a review of their liner.
Oh, okay. Oh, you crazy.
I offered. I'm like, hey, you can send one out. I'll take a look at it and send it back. He's like, no, it's yours. You keep it. You do the review, honest review, and let us know. They don't even want to look at the video before I post it. So this is going to be as open and honest as I can get, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, on with the show. All right, second thing I want to get clear up front right here. I'm not a product reviewer. I've never done this before in my life, so this is as new for these Lasfit people as it is for me, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I know some of these things people do, like unboxing, where they show you, hey, this is me cutting open the box, and look, this comes in a little bag. I don't know. Here's the box. That's what it comes in. It's, for what it's worth, it's appropriately packaged and arrived fine. I'm going to open it up, lay it out, and take a look at it. Look, Ma, a box. Okay, here's the truck liner. Got a little user manual there. Let me pop it out of this thing, lay it out, and we'll take a look, see at what we got. Here we go. This one, I will say, I had a bedliner in another truck, and it came like rolled up in a roll, and you rolled it out. This one's, as you could tell, like folded. It's got these little like hinge marks things in it, which if you ever got to the point where you needed to take it out for whatever reason, I suppose it'd be pretty cool, because then you could fold it up and set it aside and store it. So that's kind of neat. It's got their little logo right here. Isn't that neat? And this is supposed to be laser cut exactly for the back of my Toyota Tundra truck bed. So we'll take it, we'll slide it up in there and see how it fits. Okay, here's our handy dandy truck bed liners user manual, and it says to take it out from the package. If it's folded, don't worry. Feel free to manually fix the liner in the opposite way, or wait some time to let the liner restore itself. What they mean by some time, because I've looked in some other videos, is to set it out in the sun. Look, if you've ever had like an extension cord or your Christmas lights or something like that, and they get really stiff in the off season, if you take them out and set them out in the sun, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the heat, I don't know, but it tends to make it a lot more, dare I use the word, supple.
Supple, pliant, flexible, easy to bend, lithe and agile when moving and bending. Supple.
And easier to work with. So I've seen from other things to lay out in the sun and see how it works. So we'll set it out and let it sit for a couple hours. Okay, as you may have seen from my other video on good old Vader here, there's a few things that I've gotten to make the truck, you know, more me. You know, like the little red highlights and the inserts here for here, and the tailgate. You know, I've got stuff on the inside that I've done, namely these little extenders have just been wonderful. Screen protector on the actual screen itself. So there's been a couple of things that I've added to it, but my question was, when I first got this opportunity, is why would I need a truck bed liner? So to answer the question, why in the world would you need a truck bed liner, I did what everybody does in 2024. I went to the eventual rulers of the earth, our artificial intelligence monitoring overlords, and asked them. Artificial intelligence told me 3 things. The first reason, number 1, it helps keep the bed clean. Makes sense. We'll take a look at that. The second reason was it helps in protecting your cargo. If you own a truck, then you know there's tons of little tie downs like this, and over in the corner, Toyota has this little rack system that slides little Yoda looking things in there to help tie things down, all because our cargo slides around in the back of our truck. Bed liners are supposed to help with that, so we'll see. I have a rather unscientific way of checking that we'll look at later. And the third reason was for rust and damage protection. I don't think that's such a big deal with my truck, and obviously it's going to take more than just you know, today's looking at it to, you know, figure out whether that's true or not. But we'll take a look at the first 2, and this being part 1, we'll revisit this in a few weeks and see what the rest of it looks like. But let's go get the bed clean, and we'll stick it in and see what happens. This is what I was talking about with cleaning out the truck bed. We have, I don't know if y'all can tell, we've got a bajillion pine trees around here, and they're constantly dumping these pine needles all over the place, and the beds doesn't get out of that. It's part of it as well. But basically, for me to clean out the truck bed, I got to get up there, you know, with a broom or something, and sweep all of this stuff out. But I'm going to take a couple minutes and clean this out, because you're supposed to have a clean bed before you put the bed liner in it to begin with. So I'm going to get the hose and you know, spray it out and clean it out as best I can. But we'll see if the bed liner helps in keeping this a little cleaner. By the way, just an aside, when I posted my video about trading the other truck out for this Toyota, I got a bunch of comments about, you know, that's not going to be a good truck for you here on the farm. It's not going to do near the work that the other one did, and you know, there's no argument the other one was a more powerful truck. But that truck right there, that Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, I'm working it hard. I don't really know if y'all know folks like this that will buy a truck just for the sake of having, you know, the bells and whistles and something pretty and blah blah blah. I needed a farm truck, and you know, I could have gotten, you know, something different, but I really like this truck. I've loved everything about it. I'm glad I have it, and it's a good work truck, as well as a very comfortable truck to be in, and you know, all the cool little bells and whistles on it. So anywho, just an aside, I got the truck bed cleaned out. I'm gonna let the sun dry it for a few minutes. Don't worry, I won't be laying out in the sun anymore, but I'm gonna let it dry out for a little bit, and then we'll go put we'll do a quick sliding around test, and then we'll throw the liner in it. All right, so installing this was a piece of cake. I just threw it up in there and laid it down, and it is precision cut to fit the bed. So all the little knickknacks and sides on there, and if you look, it's even got these little knobs right here that goes over the little bolts there. So the only thing about installing it, let me pop up here so you can see. If you get one of these for the Toyota, this little section right here is perfectly cut out for it, but you do have to kind of get in there and like push it down to get it to, I don't know, almost lock. But yeah, fits well. This may not be a fair comparison with your truck versus my truck, because the spray-in liner on the Toyota, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's got all of these ridges kind of built into it, which makes it fairly grippy to begin with. You know, even though, I mean, you can tell some of these like this, if it's coming through on the screen, compared to, you know, the ones on the side. They do get worn down over time, so we'll see how the liner does. Okay, here's my highly unscientific slide test. I put a bucket with some rocks in the back. I'm gonna head up the driveway, see if it stays. This is without the bed liner. Here we go. Round 2. So now we've got the bed liner in it. We put the bucket in there. We're going to do the same test. We're going to go up and down the hill, hit the brakes forward, hit the brakes backwards, and see how it works. Here we go with the hill test. And here's the backup brake test. All right. Let's try that one more time. It's pretty impressive. Let's try the forward brake. All right, so here we go with the last slide test, the hard brake going forward. You may be wondering, Matt, it looks different outside and you're wearing different clothes. It's because when I filmed this, I neglected to hit record on the last test.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
So I'm doing this again for you people, just so you can see. This is the same test, same bucket, same everything, liners in it. We're gonna go down the hill right here and hit on the brakes and see what happens. So let's turn on our little camera here. All right, and here we go. Of course. I only get the camera view for just a second, so here we go. Again, that's pretty good. Okay, so artificial intelligence told me that I needed it to keep my bed clean for rust prevention and to protect my cargo. As you could tell from our highly scientific bucket test here on the farm, it does seem to keep things from sliding around, even with a bed as good as the old Toyota. All right, ladies and gents, that concludes our review of the Lasfit liner, at least part 1 anyway. Part 2 will be coming after a couple of weeks. We'll put it through the ringer and see how it holds up. But before we go, just so you know, I sent a message to Dan and the guys at Lasfit that the video would be dropping today, and they responded with, hey, would you like a discount code for the folks on your channel? I don't get anything out of this. This isn't money my way or anything, but if you would like to go get one of these on your own at checkout, you can use TL Farm for that little farm. TL Farm at checkout will get you a discount, not just on this liner, but they got a bunch of other stuff out there on their site. You might as well go check them out and see if there's anything there that jingles your bells. So anyway, that's it. I've got cows to take care of, ducks to feed, and general farm mania to take care of. But we'll see you again next time. Cheers.